For years after Russia launched its full-scale invasion, the war in Ukraine has turned into a grueling conflict marked by heavy losses and only limited territorial gains. Russia still controls roughly one-fifth of Ukrainian territory, while Ukraine has recently carried out counteroffensive actions along parts of the front. Diplomatic efforts have intensified alongside the fighting. However, as the war enters its fifth year, former officials and analysts suggest that the next phase could develop in three possible ways, according to Fox News. The most likely short-term scenario is a continuation of the current situation, with the war remaining a conflict of attrition in which neither side achieves a decisive breakthrough and negotiations make little progress. Retired U.S. Air Force General Philip Breedlove, former Supreme Allied Commander Europe, stated that Moscow is not winning despite holding territory, saying there is currently no clear victor. He noted that Russia, often described as a global military power, has managed to capture only about 20% of Ukraine over many years while suffering significant losses, estimated by some at more than 1.2 million personnel. Recent developments on the battlefield suggest another possible outcome. Breedlove pointed to Ukraine's rapid advances following disruptions in Russian command and control systems. He stated that Ukrainian forces were able to regain large areas in a short period, reversing months of Russian progress and forcing retreats in several locations. Carrie Filippetti, executive director of the Vandenberg Coalition, said such gains could influence negotiations by strengthening Ukraine's position. She emphasized that Ukraine's recent offensives demonstrate growing weaknesses in Russia's military capabilities and resources. According to her, momentum plays a crucial role in negotiations, and at present it appears to favor Ukraine. Sustained gains on the battlefield could shift Moscow's calculations and improve Kyiv's leverage, particularly if backed by strong support from the United States. Breedlove argued that a clear commitment from Western countries, especially the US, to prevent a Russian victory and provide Ukraine with necessary support could significantly impact the course of the conflict and force difficult decisions in Moscow. A third scenario raises concern among some Western analysts. Inconsistent or reduced support for Ukraine could prolong the war or potentially shift the balance in Russia's favor. Former U.S. State Department spokesperson Heather Nauert described the conflict as extending beyond territorial issues, emphasizing its broader implications. She stated that the war involves questions of identity, faith, and the future of a free nation, highlighting reported destruction of religious sites, persecution, and the displacement of civilians, including children, during the conflict.